Okay, so what do we do when we haven't got much sunlight to improve the physics in our mitochondria and to improve our redox potential? When we haven't got sunlight, usually that means that we're in a cold environment, so we're in a higher latitude. So when we've got such a poor solar redox from the sun, we need to increase our seafood and our fat metabolism. So what we do is we employ a seafood-based ketogenic diet. Now, what this will do, this will raise the dopamine in your body when you go into ketosis or you're fasting. You raise the dopamine in your body, so it'll improve you mentally. And this is what nature designed us to do when we live in high latitudes. This is how we adapted. So we cut the carbs like the fucking plague. So no more carbs. We start eating more protein and fats and like butter, and we want the proteins to be from fish, from marine sources. This is because it is packed full of DHA. And DHA, we have a huge amount of that in all our cell membranes, throughout every cell in our whole body. It's got some incredible properties to it. Most people know it as one of the omega-3s. It's really anti-inflammatory. I mean, all you have to do is Google omega-3 to see the benefits of omega-3 for, cognition, memory, performance, for alleviating depression, for alleviating autism, for alleviating inflammation of the gut, arthritis, fucking heart disease, cardiovascular, you name it. Yeah, omega-3s show a fucking benefit. But you need to get them from seafood, because what the supplement sellers don't tell you is that the actual chemical composition of the omega-3 in supplement form is different to how it's packaged in real seafood, and that's what we want. It's packaged full of its complementary minerals like iodine and selenium, and these protect it from oxidation. So if you put a lot of omega-3 into the body, omega-3 is easily oxidized and turned into a problem. So it always comes in seafood packaged with these minerals that protect it from its oxidation, while our body puts it into use in our cell membranes and for other things. So what would a typical diet look like in someone who was following a seafood-based ketogenic diet? Okay, so we'd be looking at, you'd want to eat oysters and shellfish. If you really want to go for an A-star grade, then they are the best sources of food for a human. They're packed full of B12, iodine, omega-3, all the minerals, copper, everything we need for our brain, iron, and these can quickly make you feel really good. They're an aphrodisiac as well, so they get you really fucking horny. And yeah, oysters and shellfish are the best. Prawns, proper prawns. I don't want like farmed Tesco shit. Go to your fishmongers or go online and get it delivered. Prawns, shellfish. Lobster's expensive, but it's good. Crab is really good. And then after that, fatty oily fish, mackerel, sardines, anchovies, salmon when it's in season, which is in the summer. Halibut's really good. Tuna's good, but not in high amounts. If you incorporate these foods into your diet, you will notice a huge difference. Now, depending on the situation, is how much I recommend to people. If you've got a serious cognitive or mental problem like depression or a mental illness that you're really struggling with, I'd say seafood all day, every day, until that motherfucker goes. And the reason I say this is because in mental illnesses we find that all your cells in your brain and your nervous system are hypermethylated by your light environment. This is how blue light can really disrupt cognitive and mental states in the human, and omega-3s hypomethylate that process, so they actually bring the methylation down. So methylation is involved in it's where cells are sporadically trying to turn on genes and activate genes and pathways, because it's trying to battle the toxicity from blue light that's coming through. So really cutting the blue light is your big task. That's number one. But providing seafoods into that situation, if you work in an office or you can't change your light environment so easily, seafood is a really good hack to bring the inflammation down and to start resensitizing your cell membranes to all the hormones in your body and start getting you functioning correctly again. They are number one. There's nothing better than this type of food. I'd also recommend going into ketosis. So that is cutting out the carbs, increasing your fats like butter and coconut oil, and you can eat some green leafy vegetables and stuff as well, but really no veg or no fruits, no carbs, no bread, no pasta. And what this will do is it will activate all your fat burning pathways in your body, and it will take a few weeks, but all of your cells will convert to burning fat and generating ketone bodies, which is why it's called a ketogenic diet. And what this does is it means every time you need to make energy, you are making 5 times the energy as you were when you were a sugar burner, when you were eating carbs. This is because fats per gram give us 5 times the molecules, the energy molecules that we generate, ATP, 5 times the amount just from eating fat. But we can't metabolize fat if we're still burning sugar as our primary source of fuel. So this is why you have to bring down the glucose and the carbs below 30 grams. I go even lower, below 20 and 10 for best results. Really, really strict on that. If you're a vegan, this can be difficult. If you're a vegetarian, not so bad because you could eat eggs. But if you've got depression or some kind of illness, I'd highly recommend moving off them diet templates. I know that you think ethically it's better to be on those diets, but that's not strictly true either. And to be honest, you need to put yourself first. And if you're suffering and you're falling into a state where you could potentially kill yourself, then you need to stop worrying about oysters and shellfish and fish and their feelings. You need to get that fucking omega-3 in your body, or else nature is going to take you out. And that's really the matter of fact. If you're not willing to do that, then fine. But I'd suggest that you need to move the environment and get cut blue light from your life completely. It's kind of one of those, if you're going to stay in the office and stay in the shitty environment and keep using your phone and Netflix, you need more omega-3, you need more seafood to offset that damage that you're causing to your eyes and to your skin and to all the cells in your body. You need to offset that with seafood. So if you can't eat seafood, then you need to get rid of the light. And if you can't get rid of the light, then in all honesty, you can take as many supplements and fucking antioxidants as you like, but you won't be able to offset it. Even the seafood is limited. There's going to be a point where the seafood isn't effective anymore. There's going to be a point where you are going to have to change that environment. But can we use seafood to buy time in a situation like this, to get you into a better environment, to get you back into the sun? Yes, we can. So yeah, just wanted to say that on seafood. And what else? No, that's it. All right, thanks.